Hello everyone and welcome to game number 2 in the series between WarChiefRich and Hawk. WarChiefRich spawning as the red Night Elf player over here at the 3 o'clock position. Meanwhile, Hawk spawning as the light blue human over here at the 9 o'clock position of Turtle Rock. Gonna go ahead and slow things down already. We're at the 1 minute 53 second mark. Scout farm is already in position as we see a peasant walking back and forth to do a little bit of scouting. Alright, are we going to be looking at a Warden? No, we are not. It is going to be your typical Demon Hunter in this matchup, as he does pick up Boots of Speed and now is going to be making some very, very quick rounds. Back across over here, Archmage on the other end of the map going after the Ogre Warrior Creep Camp has brought a whole party of militia here to try and finish off this Creep Camp as quickly as possible. Footman in the back just taking a good look around as we're looking at a Circlet of Nobility now dropped for this Archmage. Alright, Water Elemental going to get easily finished off here. Forest Troll will end up falling at the hands of the Militia and Footmen as we now move on into the first engagement between the Demon Hunter and the Archmage. Archmage looking to pull aggro away from the Sea Turtle hatchings as the Demon Hunter now may be able to come inside here and perhaps try and do a little bit of damage. Is he going to be able to get that experience? It looks as though the Archmage was denied it. I'm not 100% sure. Let's take a look. Demon Hunter does not get that. He is nowhere within range as he wants to try and at least pick up a little bit of damage here and pick up the item. Looks like the Archmage was able to get that last bit of experience as well while denying the experience from that Water Elemental. Things looking very up and up for Hawk as we now move on into the late stages of the early game. It looks as though the teching the tier 2 has already begun on one side. Meanwhile, we should be looking at a very, very fast expansion attempt by Hawk. Hawk has been bringing the fast expansion attempts back into, recent memory now. As you can see that the archers are quickly shadow melded. Demon Hunter is shadow melded as well with the help of the Cloak of Shadows. Wisp now looking to back away here as the Demon Hunter now going to engage. You can see the Archmage actually did not expect the Demon Hunter to make that little bit of a play there, causing a bit of disruption. Alright, is he going to be able to get some damage across here? It looks as though the Militia are taking a fair bit of damage. Is he going to be able to at least finish off one or two of those units? Archer is going to he'll go ahead and get shadow melted as well as the Gargantuan Sea Turtle is going to end up falling. Huntress is now joining in on the fight. There goes one peasant. Is the Demon Hunter going to get this peasant? It looks like he will, but he is still not yet at level 2. Meanwhile, Archmage is at level 3. Now needs to try to finish off one peasant. That is very, very difficult to try and take out as the Demon Hunter does arrive to the party to try and take down that peasant there. Alright, 3 shadow melded units, making it difficult to, try and build a town hall anywhere. Demon Hunter still just dancing around here. Could easily get off some more mana burns, but all of these units are in a bit of trouble. All right, let's go ahead and take a look back across over here. A little bit of peasants taking a lot of damage. It looks as though 1 or 2 peasants may end up getting taken out. There goes another. Meanwhile, back across over here, more Huntresses are still being added. Demon Hunter now shadow melding again. And what am I missing? Oh, a trapped Wisp, unable to do anything. All right, well, yeah, thank you for pinging that in the middle of a very, very large fight. Coming back across over here, Demon Hunter now needs to head back home. There is one Huntress in the forward position keeping track of this army. The army size is rather small, 30 to 40 compared to 35 over 36, with more and more peasants constantly being trained. Now, Ancient of War is trying to regenerate some hit points, and that Ancient of War will not be able to catch back up, as the Huntresses are now doing a bit of chasing as well. Huntresses, as you know, the faster units back across over here. The Huntress was trying to disrupt any sort of building again, and the Water Elemental not able to focus down that Huntress before the Huntress does in fact shadow meld again. Archmage does have a potion of lesser invulnerability. Panda is now out on the field. Level 1 Breath of Fire could actually spell a lot of danger here, as the Demon Hunter really has not been able to get off that many mana burns. That may be a big problem here. Are we going to see a Breath of Fire? Why is there not a Breath of Fire right there? That is just a primary location for Breath of Fire, and all of a sudden, it does not look like WarChiefRich is playing nearly as strongly as he was in game number 1. Hawk is going to be able to get a very, very a continual advantage with the economic advantage there, but a big breath of fire going across the units, stopping the building as the Panda now in trouble once more. Panda now caught up against the side of the wall. No staff of preservation. Panda unable to get the breath of fire off as the level 1 Panda just continuing to feed more experience to that Archmage. Archmage able to push this back and, more importantly, buy himself time to set up an expansion, maybe even add in an Arcane Vault and continue an economic advantage that he's been working so hard to try and get. Archmage down to 100 mana, unable to drop another Water Elemental for at least a little while longer. Footman shifting positions to make sure they are not vulnerable to the glaives of the Demon Hunter, as the Demon Hunter now sitting at Tree of Ages, getting Nature's Blessing, and perhaps will be able to pick up that Tree of Life and try and root it off over here. All right, Demon Hunter back across over here. Archmage now trying to continue this push once more. Archmage now making its way back down to the south. Footmen now making their way back down. Water Elemental now being dropped down across over here. Giant Sea Turtle going to be taking a lot of damage again as the Archmage is going to get closer and closer to 4 with that all-important level 2 Brilliance Aura. Now, Ancient of War is in position to try and tank some of that damage. Huntress in that front line as well. That Gargantuan Sea Turtle is just caught in a 3 units around. Very nicely done, as the Demon Hunter really needs to get this bit of experience. Is he going to be able to make his way through? Oh, why did he actually let that unit go? As the Panda does pick up the item there. The Ancient of War, by eating that tree, broke the units around and now has a surround with the help of a giant sea turtle. A big turnaround there. Ancient of War gets the last hit on that Footman, as the Demon Hunter now looking to clear up this creep camp here. Panda sitting at level 1 still. Demon Hunter sitting at level 2. Now going to be heading over to the Goblin Merchant Shop to try and clear more creep camps. Archmage pretty much doing the same thing as well. All the units are healing back up, but the economic advantage is going to continue to grow for Hawk. Back across over here, Ancient of War also looking to take down a farm here. He can just root himself and actually have fortified armor as he attempts to take down that farm. Meanwhile, back across here, Huntress or WarChiefRich now continuing to clear out this creep camp. May want to pull this Ogre Magi back just a little bit more, selling some items, picking a potion of lesser invulnerability, and he should be able to get very close, if not to level 3 at the end of this creep camp. Panda is sitting at 2, and the Demon Hunter does now have Boots of Speed. No, giving it to the Panda, as the Panda wants it in order to get within Breath of Fire range. All right, farm gonna get taken out right there, down to 43 over 54, gonna be at 48 maximum supply here in just a moment, as we are about halfway done upgrading to keep. Footman now looking to engage here. Entangled Goldmine getting attacked, as the Dryads are now arriving to the party and will be able to easily finish off that Water Elemental. Druid of the Claw is out, joining in on the fight as well. Some rejuvenations could be in order, as we're looking at a Tech to Tree of Eternity not yet done. Level 1 weapons upgrades for the hides. The Dryads are going to be, I believe the Dryads get that upgrade, as well the Druids of the Claw and the Huntresses. You can see Gargantuan Sea Turtle going to take a lot of damage here, get cleared out. And is that Panda going to get to level 3? It is going to be very close after these 2 level 4 giant sea turtles are taken away. Demon Hunter looking to try and put pressure here, but there is simply too many footmen and too many units. Demon Hunter will be forced to pull back here in just a moment. Panda is sitting at level 3. Level 2 Breath of Fire could really blow these guys over, so to speak, and cause a lot of problems. All right, Abolish Magic could be coming online. There is Abolish Magic already. There's another Abolish Magic. Demon Hunter gets 1 kill. Is he going to get a little bit more, as the guard towers are still taking a lot of damage here? Panda is in that front position. Rejuvenation. Arcane Tower hitting the Demon Hunter, not hitting the Panda. So the Panda with that more important mana right now, as his mana is able to tear apart many of these units here. All right, interesting construction going on inside the high ground here. Not something that you see used very often, but if the Night Elf units try to hug these trees a little bit too closely, they're going to end up getting attacked by towers that they cannot attack back on. But over here, back to the north, Dryads gonna go ahead and try and clear out this Ogre Lord creep camp. We may see a Tree of Life trying to be built off over here in just a moment, as the Ogre Lord is taking a lot of damage. Adept training Adept training still no yet mastery training, as the Druids of the Claw are attempting to finish off the Ogre Lord. We see a Crystal Ball and a Tome of Strength. Not the best items at all, as we now do see a quick reveal being placed down. All right, these guard towers. Oh, the reveal actually revealing this section off over here, so he knows that they are going to be dealing with guard towers off to the side. However, WarChiefRich now setting up a Tree of Life at a location that may not get scouted out, and the economic advantage there is going to be potentially very large. Still plenty of gold left in the main gold mines, a little bit less than 10 minutes, 9 minutes or so. One footman down over here, as we see the Mountain King looking to finish off this creep camp. And wow, how is this footman still alive? Unable to constantly reflect those attacks back, as it does get taken down. All right, meanwhile, back across over here, Demon Hunter taking a lot of damage with the pressure. Breath of Fire going across. Did it actually hit any of these peasants? That is going to be the big deal, as the Dryads are now being forced to pull back here. Rejuvenation coming in, as the Demon Hunter now looking to perhaps clear up some of these guard towers here. All right, it looks as though 2 more guard towers will get taken down. Demon Hunter will stay at level 3. Guard towers do not give that much experience, but the Panda may actually... Nope. Panda is going to be a little bit shy as well. All right, here's the engagement. Demon Hunter. Oh, is it the peasant's going to end up getting taken down? Mana burn right there. Demon Hunter looks like he's going to be able to get into position here, going after some of those units. Breath of Fire getting 2 levels right there, as now you see the Panda now in a little bit of trouble. Mana burn onto the Mountain King. Mountain King kind of low on mana. Staff of Preservation. Why isn't it not being used? I'm not yet quite sure. Panda could get off another Breath of Fire, and now Staff of Preservation should be incoming. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Well, this is a big deal, as he can, in fact, perhaps finish off some more units. This is going to be a very, very close call here. Crystal Ball. More units are now trying to be saved. Another Breath of Fire goes across, and WarChiefRich really overstating his welcome with this unit. Is he going to be able to back off? Scroll of Town Portal now being used. Panda trying to stay just far enough or just close enough, depending on how you look at it, as he's able to head back home. All right, 14 minutes into this fight, you see entangling of the gold mine back here in the top right-hand side of the map. It is interesting to note that these gold mines are going to have less gold, or going to be running out of gold perhaps faster than the center gold mines. The center gold mines have significantly more gold, 15,000 compared to 10,000 on the sides. As the side locations not nearly as fruitful, but if the game does actually go that long, then I'm not quite sure how to call this yet. Mountain King gonna go ahead and Stormbolt down. Level 2 now on the Mountain King, picking up a tome and also having a Helm of Valor. +4 to strength and agility. A little bit more armor, a little bit more hit points, a little bit more damage. And with that Robe of Magi, that Mountain King, once he gets to level 3, those Stormbolts are going to be that much more devastating, dealing 225 per hit. Ogre Magi now taken down there. Let's take a look at it. There it goes, another unit. And where is the Archmage? Archmage sitting at level 5 with a Tome of Retraining. Tome of Retraining most likely means that we will be looking at Blizzard instead of Water Elementals. Now, Water Elementals, very, very strong in the early portion of the game, but as your opponent gets more and more Dryads, they do become a bit weaker. All right, Scroll of Town Portal now being used. Is he going to notice? The big question is he going to notice that there is a Tome of Retraining on that Archmage, and knows that he needs to perhaps get more and more Druids of the Claw, or he has to be careful with those Druids of the Claw because of Thunderclap Blizzard. Ancient of War now in position, just clearing out, eating trees. A very, very fast-moving Ancient of War now trying to back away, taking a lot of damage, already down to 500 some odd hit points, and now he's pulling back again. Flying Machine on patrol here, you can see 77 over 100 supply compared to 69 over 72. WarChiefRich with the economic advantage, and now going for a 4th base. and a 5th base for that matter. All right, trying to go 5 bases. This is not something that you see at all. So 5 bases just all across the map. And I guess this is one of those situations where if you scout it out, great. I'm going to at least pull your units away. And if you don't scout it out, I'm going to have economic advantage over you. Now, is he really going to train up enough Wisp to really try and mine this out? Perhaps he is going to be going into high upkeep, as he does have double Chimera Roost as well. All right, 2 Chimeras currently being trained up. Mountain King going to be doing a slow push with Guard Towers. Archmage sitting at level 5. Mountain King sitting at 3. We are currently only at Keep. We are not at Castle. As we see the Guard Tower is going to get backed off here. There's a little bit of firing happening going on already as the attacks are coming in. Blizzard slowing down so much attack already. The Chimeras trying to focus down units. Sorceress are just melting at the site as the Chimeras are taking a fair bit of damage. Flying Machines, for some reason, they are not attacking back. Some of them are not attacking back, as the Archmage is now down to, what, 400 some odd mana and 200 some odd hit points. That is a lot of Blizzard to try and counteract. It looks as though one bear is going to get taken down. Scroll of Town Portal does go through, as the Ancient of War is going to get absolutely destroyed here in a second. Gold mine off at the 5 o'clock location, now starting to be mined. 4 Wisp already in there. Gold mine over here to the top left. Entangling will begin momentarily. Meanwhile, back over here, this gold mine has already lost about 1,900 gold. This one here about 6. Does Hawk know that his opponent has such a big economic lead right now? That is going to be the big question, as peasants are now making their way over only to spot a Tree of Life entangling a gold mine. Yes, that Tree of Life is going to be right there. It's going to see everything, and he's just going to wonder, what am I going to be doing next? The Tree of Life is engaging and attempting to attack down these militia here. All right, is it going to split the army off to the north? That is a big question. If it does split them off to the north, that is going to really slow things down. Meanwhile, a big engagement into the center here. This Tree of Life doesn't really have to worry about getting taken out here, as guard towers are now getting constructed. That is going to be quite some time before those guard towers are up and ready. And that Tree of Life, if it trains up 1 or 2 Wisp, it can then just uproot itself and then start engaging against these scout towers themselves. Looking at 99 over 100 supply. Are we going to be trading up? Are we going to be uprooting? That is the big question now. Flying Machines are not upgraded. No attack upgrades at all. Staff of Preservation. Well, some low hit point bears need to be rejuvenated. There you go. Going back into Druid form to heal back up completely, and then turning back into the bear to essentially heal back up all 960 hit points. Back over here on the top left, you can see an Ancient Protector is currently being constructed. It is not going to be in time. This Ancient Protector is not going to be in time either, as the peasants are looking to fight back. Back across over here, you can see an engagement there. Breath of Fire missing pretty much all of its targets, as the Hippogriff runs forward a little bit too far and is going to get attacked by those towers. All right. Let's see. More and more Blizzard coming down. The Chimera is trying to focus down on that Archmage. Archmage now need to be backed off. Breath of Fire goes across multiple units here. Flying Machines are still looking to engage. They are pretty much being ignored at this point, as there are even bears currently walking around in Druid form trying to engage Druid of those Claws. All right, Flying Machines not looking too good. Scroll of Town Portal now coming back across here. Is it going to lose a bear or two? Yes, there goes another bear as the Mountain King gets up to level 4. All right. Taking a lot of damage here. This Tree of Life has taken a lot of damage already, as this Ancient Protector is now taking a large bit of damage as well. All right, Fortified Armor. It needs to get healed back up, and in a hurry. Why go after any of these other units, as the peasants are just not realizing that they should not be that close? All right, Ancient Protector taking a lot of damage across over here. Which building is being repaired? Ancient Protector taking a lot of damage still. It looks like it could end up getting taken down. Meanwhile, big fight, big push coming across down over here, as the Spellbreakers are looking to push in. 78 over 100 supply, as the units are now all looking to back off again. Tree of Life really could have just uprooted itself and then started to engage here. Nothing in that gold mine whatsoever as the Blizzard is clearing out this Moonwell. Demon Hunter in serious trouble, unable to really do much of anything. He could try to get another mana burn off, but those Blizzards dealing that much damage consistently really going to be causing some problems. All right, it looks as though WarChiefRich, even though he is mining off so many more bases, getting such a strong economic advantage, having 3 bases is not necessarily a good thing since you are lower capped on food. 72 over 90 compared to 86 over 100. This is 3 bases to 2 right now. So what is that? 12 to 14. Yeah, 12 to 14 gold a second, and that's actually in favor. No, 12 to 7 right now. So, yeah, almost a little bit less than double his opponent. 72 over 90 supply as we're going to be going into a fight here. All right, Bears now ready to go. Going to look to engage. There is a quick roar as the Panda sitting at level 5 and the Demon Hunter sitting at level 4. We are going to perhaps get into a big fight here. There's the engagement. Are we going to see some peasants or some other units getting taken down? Breath of Fire could be coming across there. Breath of Fire taking down 3 flying machines, and more importantly, saving some of those chimeras once again. Nothing really to ping there. As you can see, the Archmage is still raining down blizzards onto the Night Elf army. All right, entangling a gold mine off over here. As another mana burn does go down. Anti-magic potion from the Demon Hunter preventing that again. Mana burn again, and that Mountain King, who had so much mana moments ago, finds himself at a complete loss. Yes, expansion over here at the bottom left. 1, 2. Going to be mining from 4 bases here in just a second still. Perhaps using more items will be very, very helpful as the Spellbreakers are currently 1-2 upgraded and now trying to push up this ramp here. Bears are all in position. No sign of slowing. Chimera is not going to be able to do very much. And wow, this Tree of Eternity has walked itself over to another gold mine here. So only 1 gold mine is currently not being mined from, and that's where a lot of all the action is currently taking place. There's a big reveal there. Fairy Dragon. Are we going to get another mana burn? Yes. Mountain King had used a potion of mana only to get mana burned back again. Demon Hunter can try and engage there. Staff of Preservation saves the Fairy Dragon off over here. Wow. All right, so as the Tree of Eternity did end up moving. Panda looking to engage. Chimeras are all right there, unable to attack anything except for the Archmage. There's a Blizzard. Stationary Hero is an easy target if you are channeling an ability. Meanwhile, Archmage now looking to back off over here to the top left. Still not sure who's going to win this final fight. 1-2 upgrades. Demon Hunter is right there. There's another mana burn. There's a Breath of Fire. Not really taking down any units at all. You can see the Demon Hunter trying to slip away again. The Archmage, with level 2 Brilliance Aura, cannot just constantly cast all of that Breath of Fire, and these hit and run tactics are actually starting to whittle down Hawk's army. Great use of the Crystal Ball so far by that Panda, as another expansion coming in as well. All right, WarChiefRich is, I don't know, perhaps he recently played StarCraft 2 and said, you know what, more bases is better. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. He's trying to mine from every single base pretty much on this map. The economic advantage has to be astronomical by now. 900 gold, even though he is in high upkeep at 93 over 100. All right, let's see what's going to be happening next. Archmage. It's sitting in the center portion of the map here. He's only mining from 2 bases. If he knew how far behind he was economically, he might be trying to pressure a little bit closer. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation come in? There is a mana burn or mana flare as well. We are still engaging here. There's some more. Demon Hunter is in a little bit of trouble, needs to back off. Are we going to get a Staff of Preservation? Panda could easily get a Breath of Fire off here in just a moment, decides not to. Chimeras are almost upgraded at 3-3. Bears are currently almost at 3-3 as he sees an expansion here and says, and gives a little smiley face, not knowing how much of an expansion is currently all across the map. Oh, he's still building it. This is just, is this a Manor Tree of Life? I don't know, man. that tree of life just sitting right there. He's like, you know what? I've got gold to spare. I can build it and cancel it as many times as I want. You really have no idea. All right, here you go. Here's the engagement. There goes the tower. Breath of fire. Wow. All of those flying machines pretty much in the red now. Panda now looking to engage, continuing to push. All of those flying machines cannot really stick around. Are you going to engage against those guard towers? You're giving up free damage so far. As you can see that the Panda is in that front position. There is the GG. And the resource score, gold mined, gold mined, 15,000 gold lost to upkeep compared to 4,500. The big difference there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.